Chris Van Vliet alongside, well, you know who this man is. Brutus, the Barber, Beefcake, ahead of the Legends of Wrestling show here tomorrow night. What's it like walking through like the Miccosukee Casino here with shears?
Well, I stopped off and gave a couple people a trim because they really needed it. Maybe give them some good luck. Maybe so that next coin it goes down the slot machine, go boom! It'll trip them off a big, giant jackpot, you know. Because I've been known to do things like that.
When you give these people a haircut, do you have to put them in the sleeper hold?
Well, it's preferable. They don't move. You know, it's really difficult to give a precise haircut the way I like to do it. Well, bodies are flopping all around. You know, I mean, there's the classic right, boom, which works quite well. But the sleeper is a little, you know, easier on their face.
Did you ever have guys that didn't want you to cut their hair and you were like, well, we've been booked to do this, we got to do it anyway?
Hundreds.
What would the answer be?
Too bad.
Did you come up with the Brutus the Barber Beefcake gimmick?
I did not. The gimmick was Brutus Beefcake when I started. And the Barber was added in 3 years later after WrestleMania 3. And then, I'm not really sure whose idea. I believe it was Pat Patterson. Someone in the office came up with this haircutting idea, and I think it basically was a joke on me.
But you ran with it.
You know, that's the difference between a real professional and a rookie. You know, you hand the professional a ball, and he gets away from adversity, and he heads straight down the field looking for the prize for the end zone, and that's exactly what I did.
You still love this, don't you?
Yeah, talking's fun, you know.
What about the actual in-ring stuff?
Well, beating up people's fun too.
Obviously, the Barber gimmick was your most famous in WWF. You had a lot of gimmicks in WCW. Was there one that you can put your finger on that you went, that one was really good?
Disciple was tremendous.
Was there one you can put your finger on and go, I wish they hadn't given me that one? Even though I had my eye on the prize and on the end zone, I wish I hadn't had to do that one.
Booty Man.
What was it about Booty Man that you didn't love?
Well, I got stuck with Kimberly Page following me around.
That doesn't sound so bad.
You didn't know Kimberly Page.
Is it, was there, was it really that bad?
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I want to talk about the Barber Shop. Obviously, one of the most famous, oh, can we snap him a little bit here? Yeah. One of the most famous things in the history of wrestling happened in the Barber Shop when the Rockers broke up. Did you know that the Barber Shop window was going to be broken when that happened?
Well, I am the barber, and it was my show, so I guess you could say, yeah, there's nothing that happens that I'm not aware of.
Did you realize at the time the repercussions that would happen, that would have, you know, the decades later? I mean, we're still talking about it now.
Well, absolutely not. Nobody did. You know, Marty and Sean were a couple young and up-and-coming wrestlers that Greg and I mentored for several years to try to teach them how to tie their shoes and chew bubble gum and get to the ring and stuff like that. And, you know, so to see those guys break up and go on their separate ways, you know, it's part of life. But really what happened to Marty, you know, Sean took off, you know, to the sky, and Marty, you know, wound out in the outhouse, you know, and Marty's a great guy, and it was a real shame to see that things didn't work out for him.
Did you know that Sean was going to be the one that was going to take off and Marty, you know, wasn't going to?
I don't think anybody did, but maybe Sean, I don't know, maybe he knew some things that we didn't.
Or maybe knew some people that we didn't.
Maybe that's exactly right.
I am originally from Toronto, so I want to ask you about this intervention you staged for Mayor Rob Ford, who, as anyone watching this will know, had some issues with crack cocaine. Where did that all come about? Were you already in Toronto when that happened?
I flew into Toronto to do an event. A friend of mine, the Megan boys up there, had just had the Sheik, the Iron Sheik, who they're cousins of his, and they had taken the Sheik to see Mayor Ford the day before. So they asked me, would I be so kind as to try to help out a guy in need? And I said, absolutely. I'm always open to, try to help somebody if that's lost or misguided or something. So, we went downtown, we went to the governor's office. We actually got, 2 feet from his office door with the Clippers there before they, they kind of started getting upset. I mean, really, what the funny thing was, they didn't get upset about the Clippers. They complained because we brought 3 giant bags of subs from my friend's sub shop to give all the media people and healthy food to give Mayor Rob Ford, and then they got all bent out of shape about the sub sandwiches. They were called Belly Busters. Belly Busters was the name of the restaurant, and actually it meant Belly Busters, meaning get that belly off.
Right.
Healthy food.
Perfect
Healthy
for Rob
food,
Ford.
Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy food. Grasshopper, gets that whole thing going there. That was what we were thinking. So, but they weren't going to have it. Hundreds of media there, got a lot of cover. It was great, and they escorted us not only out of the building, not only off and down. They made us step off the curb into the street. So they were a little upset, but I sure don't know what about.
Who wouldn't want to hang out with you? I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, it's their loss. We did the best we could with what we had to work with. I mean, Rob Ford, what a mess. He speaks for himself. He's a crackhead. He's going to join the rest of the crackheads of the world.
When we look back at your career, what is your favorite match?
10,000. Hard to say, man.
Well, how about this? What's the match you get asked most about?
No telling. WrestleMania 9 match, Mr. Perfect match. Ended Mr. Perfect's perfect streak. Very big match there. One of the top ones. Yeah.
When we look ahead to tomorrow night, what do you think fans can expect from Legends of Wrestling?
Well, they can expect to be tremendously entertained. They're going to get one-on-one time to meet and greet with legends in this business, and they're all going to have a great time. You're going to see me strutting around out there, cutting people's hair and stuff, and it's going to be fun for all.
You're going to cut someone's hair tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Can you maybe give me?
Be yours,
Can you maybe give me a little trim right now?
I can give you that.
Just a tiny little trim, though. Oh, this is. Oh no, I'm terrified. That's a lot of hair.
Did you get it?
That is a lot of hair.
There it is. Ask for a little trim. There's a little trim.
It's much more of a trim than I thought I'd get. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.